Hi, my name is Daniela Castro. We're here at the Watauga Humane Society. We're going to be walking you through CATS 101 training, which is cleaning and sanitizing the cat condos. So this is our condo whiteboard. It has a list of all of the animals currently in here, and then there's this legend with like different colored pins. And you're gonna wanna make sure you're looking at this before you get started cleaning, just to make sure if there's a cat with a contagious illness, for example, that has that pink pin there, so like Belle, Slide Tackle, pretty much everyone on back wall. Those are kind of how we treat them like a clean last, so that way we're not spreading that to everyone else. And then the other main one that you're going to want to look at is staff only handling. There is a big red X for these cats. These are cats that have shown signs of not aggression, but definitely just like a little bit more fearful. You want to be more careful when handling them. So this is really like, you can still clean their area, but when it comes to moving them over from each side, just make sure you grab a staff member and you're not interacting with the cat whatsoever. And the other one is special diet. So special diet here is the little purple star, just because you are going to be feeding everyone pretty much the same thing, but like Shaggy and Belle, they have a special diet, and then that board is right here to tell you what it is. So the first step when you're going to be cleaning condos is you're going to grab all the equipment you need. It's all going to be in one area in the condo space. It's going to be in a corner somewhere, and you'll be able to see that. The supplies you're going to need are Rescue, which is the disinfectant, paper towels, gloves, and we have various sizes, so you can just grab whichever one fits, and just a dustpan and just a little broom. You're going to want to wear gloves the entire time that you're cleaning, and you're going to switch them out between every condo you clean. So you don't want to wear the same gloves the entire time. You're going to want to make sure you're switching them. It's just good for disease control. And when you're grabbing community things such as the food and the litter, you're going to want to take off that glove, because obviously you've been cleaning that area, you've been touching things, so making sure you're taking off that glove, and with your clean hand you're grabbing the food scoop and the litter scoop just to avoid any cross-contamination. When you first start cleaning a condo, you're going to see that they're all split into two sections. There is the litter box area and the living space area. And there's going to be a divider for you to use that you can flip over and trap the cat on either side wherever they're going to be hanging out while you clean. We try to do the living space first, where the bedding, food, water is, just because the litter box is a lot, it's grosser, so you're going to want to start with like the cleaner stuff first. But obviously I try to say work with the cat. You're going to want to do like minimal contact with them, just because, just to make it a lot safer of an environment for you and the animal. For the living space with like the blanket and all of that, what you're going to want to do is obviously have the cat trapped on the litter box area by switching that divider over, and you're going to want to just clear everything out. For blankets and such, you're going to want to shake them out just to make sure that they're free of any like litter dust, fur, any crumbs of food, etc. We do try to reuse things here as much as possible. One, the cats really love their own scent. It makes them feel a lot more comfortable. So that's why we try to reuse their blankets and such. But obviously, if they're like soaking wet, like they spilled their water on it or they soiled it for whatever reason, there is a bin, a container that you're going to want to put all dirty laundry in the condos, and it's where you're going to throw that dirty laundry into and then just grab a fresh one. But you can always set that stuff to the side. If it is good and clean, I like to just hang it on the door of the condo, get it out of the way, and then the food and water bowl, you're going to dump those out completely. We like to give them fresh food and water every morning, so dump those out and then set them aside. And toys and stuff you can also take out and set to the side. You are going to want to use the litter dustpan, or the dustpan and the broom, to get rid of any big chunks of like food, litter, or etc. You're not going to want to like just wipe that off onto the floor. If you do end up getting stuff on the floor, just make sure you're taking a broom and sweeping it out of the way, just because we try to keep the floors as clean as possible while you're doing morning cleaning, so you're not walking around and tracking all of that stuff all over the building. So if you do end up getting things on the floor, just make sure you're sweeping it up into like a corner or something. And then what you're going to want to do is spray the entirety of the condo with the Rescue. That is the disinfectant we use. The So you're gonna spray everything. That includes like the windows, the side, little shelves. And with the paper towel, you're going to just wipe everything down nice and clean, making sure you're focusing on getting rid of any like window stains. Like for example, we do see a lot of sick cats. So you're gonna see some snot on the windows, and that is really something you're gonna wanna make sure you're clearing off completely. If it takes a couple rounds of the rescue re-wiping, so be it. Our windows are kind of one of the things that we try to focus on just because it is what the public sees when they're walking around. So you're going to want to make sure those look nice and clean, and obviously it's good for the cats to make sure they're living in a clean space as well. And so once the area is good and clean and sanitized, that's when you can start refilling things and putting stuff back. So for the blankets, refold, put where it's placed, and then for the food bowls, if they're like really greasy for whatever reason, like you can tell that they've just been being used for a while, you can always throw that into the sink and grab a new fresh bowl. Otherwise, you're good to grab a dry paper towel and just wipe everything down for the bowls if they're good to be reused. And you know, food, quarter cup, depending adult cat or kitten, it's the same regardless, but there is different food, but quarter cup. So after you put in the quarter cup of the food into their bowl, we do have this supplement. It's called lysine. It's to boost their immune health. You're just gonna sprinkle like the tiniest bit over the top of their food. We put it on everyone's food just because there's sickness that goes around, so if we can prevent it as much as we can, we try to. And then for the water, just the sink, cold water, fill that up. And you're gonna put everything back, and once everything's good and back in its place, you're able to get the cat over to that side. You're gonna wanna open the divider. You're not gonna wanna flip it entirely. You can just pull it slightly. That way you create that space for them to move out of. And usually the cat will move out on its own. They're curious as to why you trapped them, so they'll just run out by themselves. You're obviously gonna see some cats that are a little bit more stubborn in that case. Staff is always there to help, so if you do end up finding yourself with a cat that's really not cooperating with you moving wise, just ask staff. They will be more than happy to move the cat for you. Once the cat's over, then the litter box area. And this one's a lot more simple. It's really just getting the litter box, dumping it out completely. We don't scoop or anything like that. We just clear out the entirety of it. And then with the rescue, you're gonna wanna spray the litter box completely and let that soak. You can set it aside, let that sit. And while that is sitting, you're going to spray the litter box area. Same thing, just all the walls, the floor, ceiling. Sometimes cats are savvy and they get stuff in the ceiling, so making sure you're spraying that as well. Once that's good and sprayed, you can go in and wipe it all down completely like the other one. And then once that's good and wiped, you can go to the litter box and wipe that down as well. Obviously, if the litter box has stuff really caked on there, like super gross, super messy, like you don't think just giving it a wipe is enough, just throw that in the sink and you can just grab a fresh litter box. With that clean and wiped litter box, you can go and fill it with new litter. There is a big bin of it with a scoop. You're just gonna scoop that in there. And once everything is good and wiped and refreshed, you can just put all that back. And the last step is just to make sure you're flipping that divider back over to make sure you're not trapping the cat from either side. But yeah, that's pretty much it for cleaning condos.